So originally, guys, these were called, I called it the level building robot. And these used to be squares that came down, like, oh, no, they popped out of the ground. And this was really fast. It'd come along and go, and it would build a wall, and then this guy would go, and smash it down, and the little arm would go, and start doing it. But you had to jump when he smashed it, that's when you could jump across. Then it changed to them grabbing you, but you had the bombs, it was like part of the, you know, the bomb one. And this used to fly over like this, like really fast and scary, go over you and then pick you up softly. But of course, when we did it in focus testing, everyone saw this, oh, I'm flying at them, and they were like, oh, and they ran with the bomb, and they just go and blow up. But if they just stood there, like you didn't even have to do anything, you just stood there, and it kind of took it, but no one got it at all. So we ended up changing them to these things. But yeah. You can put these kind of in any environment and they used to pick them up.
So the way you made this is this main arm piece, you just had that on movers, everything else is just kind of free moving? Or?
No. Oh God. There was so many bugs on this. So, okay, as you say, it's got a mover, that's like its basic thing, but it has an invisible hologram there, which has movers on different parts of it. So the first has a mover at the bottom of the hologram, so it aligns up with the ball. Then the second one, which moves down to the closing position, another one that grabs it, one that tells it to go over here, but of course people can do all kinds of stuff. If they jump down here as it tries to grab it, I had to say if you've gone down here, go into a reset position. If you ran in and then it's all ha ha, it would kind of get confused and I had to keep it, it would get stuck on here and go, like try and crush you, all kinds of stuff. The arm here, that's always trying to get away from the head by bending away, and this one is always trying to go in the opposite direction to that, to make it kind of look like it's moving. And the very, very, very earliest version of this, you actually got into a direct control seat and controlled it, and you made a bridge with it. And it was my favourite thing I'd ever made, and it worked really well. And it was this exact same arm, and you just move it where you want, and you go, and you pick up, and you build like a bridge. But people didn't get it, and they just kept trying to like build like steps or something, and they just didn't quite understand. You also used to fire a grapple hook, which used to pull out fuses, you know, the wall came down. And you also had to get, with the arm, a different arm, pointing this way and this way, you would grab a fuse this way, pull it out, and you could turn around and you had to plug fuses into the other side. And that was one of my favourite things I've built. It didn't make it in the end. That was when we were first experimenting with direct control, but I loved that. I have to publish it for you guys, because that was really good fun, and it worked really well. So this was really fun. This had loads of problems with optimising, but all the circuit trips on everything gets turned off as you go along. And the turkey, it's got a sensor that the closer it gets you, the slower it goes. So it always, if you're going slow, it stays just behind you. So it always kind of is right on your tail, and if you go fast, it goes faster. It's a really good way of making the boss stay right exactly where you want it to stay. The amount of times this did not fall in there, and it would like crush you and headbutt you. Lots of bugs of that. And I built this, so you guys know, in one night. I did an all-nighter. It was really mental. I just stayed up and I was getting really into it, so I was making this walking robot, and I made the whole level, including this section, you know, where it comes out the lava. And everyone comes into it and they say, oh, you've been up all night, John? Oh, yeah. Drinking the Red Bull, you know. And we have something called a Friday feature where we get everyone around, a bit like how you guys are now, and then we, you know, we show what we've done that's cool. And an email goes on first, hey, is anyone got anything to show? I was like, oh, yeah, I've got something to show you. And so everyone sort of gathers around, and they're all looking at me like, you look awful, John. So I started showing them, and I played that bit, and I got to this section, and as I'm walking along, and they saw, you know, the fake scoreboard, and I think everyone goes, oh, it's really good, John, it's kind of a bit short. And as they said that, and I'm sat there, and and then as that happened, everyone, like you guys, can imagine, that they all went, whoa! This is like, yes, that night was worth it. And that literally didn't even change. It was like a small art class. And that night, there was we worked next to some lawyers, and they had a party, so they just moved in, and they were all like there with their sort of wine glasses. And Siobhan, the boss, was like, let's crash a party! So after not having any sleep, we went and crashed this party, and I was like breakdancing on this disco floor that they had hidden. And there's all these sort of lawyers kind of like, like this. But all the female lawyers were just like, wow, that guy's breakdancing, whoa, let's go talk to him. And it's just the most mental night I've ever had. Giant robot turkey. Okay, so this was originally completely different. It was originally the true side-scrolling shooter. And my original answer to making it somewhere in between shooty and not shooty was going through the sewers. So you could shoot some bad guys and so on, but you could also have like these puzzle elements of doors and stuff. How it originally worked, it went along, and then because it's getting emitted, then the whole level rotated to vertical while still getting emitted. Like it was kind of like creaking. I emitted things that kind of flying really fast, and then stick to the other one that had a little blue thing that glues it on. Oh, there's one. When it gets fast, you can't really see it. You don't know. But they literally come in like this and go shoo, and it's that little bit there which has got the glue on. Those two pieces there, so the rest is all gluey. And they basically, it's going slow at the moment so you can't see it, but imagine one piece emits like this, and the next one spawns, and then it goes fast until it bumps up against the next one. It's just at the moment it's going slowly. And these two bits have sticky, the sticky object.
Oh, sticky.
So they glue together, but then when it goes down to Oh, okay. When it goes down to this material, it unglues itself about now, just like a fraction before it deletes itself, so it doesn't delete the whole level. They're based on the speed of the level, so they get more orange the faster it goes.
Oh, okay.
And the key is looking for is like here, and you see it goes fast. Oh, there you go, now you can see it bumps it, and then jumps up like that. Again, the whole level is about to.
But the way that I did it, it's a little different.
And the reason I did that is we could have done it with the camera, but then the gravity wouldn't have been right for
the stick right over.
How the stick worked is the spaceship was just looking at a key at the end, so it had like a thing, and it was just trying to look at the end of the level, and that's why if the camera rotated up, that was sort of logic about how to make your sticks up and down, whatever. So it was just in a way easier to rotate the level. Did you guys notice that this was a giant lobster though, right?
Yeah.
What was funny is that was a gameplay story. This uses up 3 layers, and this I think does as well. So when they said, "Oh, make it look like it's flying over the city," so originally it was just inside the tunnel. I was like, "But I've only got 1 layer. How am I going to do that?" And then I suddenly thought, "Oh, I can use holograms." And it kind of took me about half an hour, and I said to Queen Art Director, I said, "Oh, I've done that, but how actually looked?" It was like, "How'd you do that?" And I made all the Firefly section in this. And the idea was they were supposed to be too dangerous to get close, but give you the light to get through the level. And it was because we were trying to make a bit like the dog level in, you know,
the wedding.
The wedding, yeah. And we wanted something similar, but like an homage to that, but like what it'd be like in LBP2. And so we were sort of exploring with all the new tech. And then you know the sticker switch, you know, where you can fire the bounce pad gun. That was we were getting close to the end of the project, and we were like, oh, we should totally put like sticker panels in at the beginning of most of the levels that would does something to the level, like the one with the flying score bubbles, or the one with the bomb where you suddenly get the Crazonator which fires bombs and stuff. You know, we wanted to try and put that in every level if we could, but we didn't obviously have time to do everything.
I like tripping.
How did you do the liquid motion on the boss for Eve?
Oh, the cell
kind of
dynamic
blobs.
things. Oh, that's really, really easy. They're just circles with 0 friction on, and they're just trying to get to a key. They're all just trying to follow a key. So there's just a key that's moving around, and I just had all the balls. They just try and get to that point, and you just spawn more balls. But that's all it is. Balls, follower, done.
Is the tag on a track?
The tag's on like a hologram that's moving around to different places.
Okay.
So originally, this was going to be, you were sucked in the original story, you were going to get sucked inside the negative last one, like inside us. And that's where the scientist was going to be in that one. And we were going to reuse parts of LBP1, like part of the collective there, part of the gardens, and all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be kind of in there, like mashed up with kind of neon and stuff, sort of floating around. You were going to be playing like parts of LittleBigPlanet 1. And you were supposed to have, yeah, exactly. And you were supposed to have an army with you, and it was really hard to get the Sackhoffs as an army that followed you, and they got completely stupid. When we did this, the code for them was rubbish, and they were just like, oh, it's fire, awesome. And like on this bit, they would just run, and they'd all go, whee! And it was just almost impossible to get them to ever work and feel like they were helping you. We just wanted them to. You guys, all of you probably hate escort missions, right? In games where you've got to like detect the stupid computers going, no, and it's getting shot. It's like, take over, you idiot! And we just wanted to avoid that. We didn't want you to feel responsible for you guys. We wanted to feel like you had a crack team of ninjas who were helping you. This is totally one of my favourite bits.
Yeah, I love that too.
Which got in, put in right at the end, which is the laser, you know, blowing the hole.
The burning hole.
Yeah,
I love that. That was Pingo who did that, and it just sort of came out of nowhere. Did you guys notice that in the factory, one of the factory levels right at the end, they're making that robot? Yeah.
We fall down inside it by accident.
Yeah. How that originally happened was that was just part of the background. And then when they said, oh, we need like something a bit like Shadow of the Colossus, and then Dan goes, oh, it was that robot, yeah. I tell you, he literally just copied and pasted it, and then just started ripping his arms off and making his arms move. And then just, we were just trying to swing up in it, and originally as we heard his arms kind of move it like through like to the top of the ceiling of the level. We had to make it so it wasn't too unwieldy. And this is also when we realised we could teleport people by turning on a Dragon Control sequence, so you can teleport people across the level as well to make it. Oh, and that's another part of the story. Scientist was the original bad guy. Then it turned into Avalon, okay? And Avalon was, he's like, as he is now, like kind of a bit sort of egotistical and stuff. And you would say, oh, we need some help. And you sort of went to him and he's going, oh, yes, help, sure. And he'd put you through the training, but all through the training he's trying to kill you, but he's pretending to be a good guy. And then when you can't find the key, because you need to go get Higginbotham, he's like, oh no, Higginbotham, he's got mad. And they'll, never mind, we just have to go home, you know. And he was trying to stop you going and finding Higginbotham. And someone goes, no, I heard someone try to kill him. And you see like this silhouette of Avalon trying to kill him. You know? But it was only at the end when you do the thing and Avalon goes, ah, it was me all along, You're like, Avalon? But he became a good guy in the end, but just a bit egotistic vision. And also, there's another story about the Megatron. It was supposed to be, he references it, he's like, I am all of you, arrogant. It was supposed to be, he was as part like saying a Gestalt entity, he was supposed to be like all the sum of everyone's negative bits that got turned into this. And you're going to have to beat everyone's part of their personality. Like, Avalon was supposed to be egotistical, and you're going to beat his egotistical part, which is going to be like flashy lasers. And Da Vinci, he was supposed to be like, oh, I just want to do it on my own. Victoria was supposed to be sort of really sad, down on herself, like, oh, I can't do anything right. Clive was obviously supposed to be really depressed. Everyone's going to have their own kind of character that he was supposed to beat. And when I was making the boss, it was just like, this is no fun trying to beat a character flaw, it just didn't work, so it's just like, just make some platforming that's fun, and then we just kind of like retrofitted stuff around it, you know. I love the fact he screams, that really cracks me up. And the sheep, I put the sheep in, it was like, I was doing the sound pass, and the content was supposed to be locked, I shouldn't have done anything, and I just put a sheep in, and it was, because I was just thinking about Twister with the cow, and there's supposed to be a bit of every theme, so there's Victoria, there's Da Vinci, you know, there's supposed to be a bit of every single theme. This, we had to get the characters into the end, which is hence why Victoria beat. And that bounce pad originally was just to teach you can jump over the laser. Yeah, when we first did the focus testing, people were just like, oh, I'm dying.
It took me through.
Yeah. Now this wasn't exactly built by me, it was put in by the end by me, but Mark made this bit, Mark Healy, the boss, and then he was just like, oh, I want that in there, Johnny, so I had to basically put it in. But originally, you had to shoot the Negatron with a water pistol, which was kind of really lame and it didn't work very well. That's, here you can see this is when we're doing it, what's cost you, like GPU and CPU. So GPU is like graphics, CPU is like physics, and we could optimize things on that. There was all kinds of basic mental stuff on that. VSync, oh, you guys will love this, I'll turn that off for a bit and show you some cool stuff. We could fake pads, if you click that, you have all your SatBots in, all 4 of them, and they're all controlled by you. It's really hilarious, and that's how we tested 4 players. So we had 4 people that were basically copied every single move you did. Okay, so we've got this heat map that you can't really see in this fog, but it basically lights up any area that's really expensive. The lighting is not helping it very much. Okay, it might not be working on this build, but basically objects that were complicated and cost me loads would light up red, and objects that weren't costing you would light up green. LBP1 was made with a PC, it's called the editor. We had like the LittleBigPlanet editor. Yeah, exactly. But editor code. Anyway, so of course the guys didn't actually get to use the tools much, which you guys all use and I use. But when we made LBP2, we honestly didn't cheat, as it were. We made everything with a dual shot, and so we got to use the tools a lot more. And when I got there, I was like, oh, coming from the community, I was like, well, this sucks, and this sucks, and this sucks, and this sucks. Let's change it. And because we built it all, and we were using the tools, when we came across a problem, like a crash or something that didn't work, we didn't like, oh god, the rotator should be like this on default, we would change it because we were working with it, it became our tools. So it's no longer the editor and like, oh, the community make do. We were using it and we had to make it work for us. That's why the tools, even the old tools in LBPlanet are so much more like, you can look through things. That was one of the first things I wanted. It's just like, look through stuff, oh my god. And so on and so forth. And that's why everything feels a bit nicer. And yeah, that's, you know, we try and, yeah, faster. We just try and make it better for you guys, essentially. That was my main aim, make it better for